The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. On second down, here's Wentz. He finds some open field here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a play fake. Wentz. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now a give running left for Gurley. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll go option to the short side. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
First and goal here from the 2. On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Another try on second down with Gurley. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. Wentz going to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee from 3 yards out. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. Now, I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. And a first carry now for Hyde. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. They run again with Hyde on first. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, running right, it's Hyde. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on 4th down, out comes Bradley Pinion to punt this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. And before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Orleans Saints. Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
To throw is Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And it's 3rd and short. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 10. Skirts by at the 15. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 when he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Hyde, able to spin free. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Remain here in the first half. Back with more after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. To throw is Beathard. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here's Beathard to throw. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice gain of 21 yards. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Here's Beathard to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Beathard. Got a man. Touchdown 49ers. It's Selleck. Garrett Selleck from 6 yards away. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wentz now on first down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Wentz. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Right side complete. That's Woods. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over, and we'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. First down, a run with Hyde. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
One of the selling points of the end route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll give to Hyde. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw is Beathard. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll throw here. Beathard nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Back to throw Beathard. The quick slant caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Aldrick Robinson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Gold to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Wentz to throw on second down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Earl Mitchell continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Play action. Now Wentz. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. They convert on third with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. Second down following the run. From the gun, it's Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So the offense has it first and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And some space here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Now a handoff for Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, Wentz. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
On first down, Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tavon Austin, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That one in the books as a 12-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty.
Let's go! 3-19!
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw is Beathard. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Now Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Back to throw. Wentz. And he's got room. And avoids the contact by sliding. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. To throw is Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and short. Well, timeout on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
Wentz to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Beathard. Fights off the defender. And some room to roam now. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Here's Beathard to throw. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Beathard. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Here's Beathard to throw. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this third down play takes place. As they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. A big gain of 31 on third down. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks near the 34-yard line. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won. And fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.